Hot Mess Mama vlog. Chillin', changing the bed sheets on my son's bed with Millie. She's being a sweetie, snuggly girl right now. Whew. Okay, so I don't remember when the last vlog was, but since then it's been tiring. Gray hair. Nutcracker season has definitely started. We have all our junior company casted. The first couple of younger ones started the rehearsal this past Sunday. Um, we're going to have a lot of rehearsals this coming Sunday, and I'm the only one available to do them all. It's going to be fun. Um, I feel really accomplished, appreciated, trusted, and everything. The fact that my boss is willing to leave me basically all these things to deal with. That makes me feel great. The fact that she feels confident enough that she can go out and do other things and leave things in my care makes me feel awesome. Do I make mistakes? Yeah, but thankfully nothing irreparable. Um, like maybe I missed a couple of counts or the counts were a little off, but I'm doing this a lot off of memory because it's the same choreography that I had when I was a kid. But as a, what a ballet variation is, whenever you hear those terms, a variation um, is a dance of a certain choreography that's been the choreography since that part was invented. Okay, so you'll have like the sugar plum variation, you'll have the like Giselle's crazy variation, or when she first becomes a Willie's variation. And the only thing that makes it a variation, if it's exactly the same as it's been since the beginning, is the fact that you can and do adjust parts of it based on the dancer's skills, um, or maybe timing, or maybe where you're doing the variation. So maybe instead of going one direction, you have to go the other direction because the stage is built weird. It happens. But also, like, let's say this dancer is really good at balancing as opposed to turning. So maybe instead of having 3 turns, she does two and finishes in a beautiful balance of a retire. Things like that. So they're very slight and subtle changes based on the skills of the dancer. Um, you'll most notably see that in like dance competitions. Well, you'll see 20 different kids do the same exact dance, but you notice it's like different each time. And you're like, why is that? Why aren't they doing exactly the same? It's because it's a variation. It's based on the dancer. So, anyways, so that being said, a lot of these dances have been adjusted for how many kids we have in the dance, what their skill levels are. Like, I think this year is probably the youngest set of kids we've had in a very, very, very long time. Um, but anyhow, I digress. This week has been chaotic, not in the sense that it's been busy, but in the sense that I got a kidney stone. I believe I passed it, but dear Lord, I've had a really big baby that I passed naturally. I've had gallstones, so bad that my gallbladder had to be removed. Not an emergency though, thank God. And now I've had kidney stones. Kidney stones are the worst pain I've ever felt because it's sharp, it is stabbing, and it's the only one that made me vomit. My family, we don't normally vomit for like anything, even like stomach bugs. It's usually a butt problem and not a mouth problem, right? TMI, right? Um, so labor, like it was painful. It was mostly in my back, which is um, not too uncommon, where you have what's called back labor, where all the pain and everything's actually located on your back instead of on the tummy. Um, so that was really awful. Turned me into the absolute devil. But there's a prize at the end, I had a baby. It was very exciting. And also, once you have the baby, especially having a natural birth as opposed to a cesarean, and this is the only time I feel for people who have cesarean sections that they don't really get to experience this because it really only happens during a natural birth, is once the baby is released, there is this euphoria that happens chemically in your brain. Like you are on cloud 9. I saw heaven. It was amazing. And the next thing I know, I have this 9-pound weight tossed on my chest. I'm like, whoa, freaked out. Uh, But that is a feeling that you really only get during a natural birth, and I don't think there's any drug on planet Earth that can replicate that ever. So, um, yeah. So that's that's the one thing I feel is something that people who do cesareans are missing out on. But aside from that, look, as long as you have a healthy baby by the end of whatever process you choose to follow, that's what matters. Is that you're healthy, you're comfortable, your baby's healthy, your baby's comfortable. Okay. By the way, Millie has now turned into Corporal. Hi, Corporal. They're taking turns. Sorry, my video cut. I accidentally turned off my phone when Corporal came by. I'm bothering him now. But. Anyways, okay, so then I had gallstones. Those were similar in pain type as labor. Very deep pressure all across my back. The ER doctors asked me 500 times, "Are you sure you're not pregnant?" Because I didn't want one of those, I didn't know I was pregnant moments. It definitely no way I could have been pregnant at this particular time in my life. They did an ultra, like, and here's the other thing I learned during that experience is that opiates get filtered through my system insanely fast. Because they gave me morphine, it worked for 2 minutes and it was gone again. So they had to give me something like ridiculously stronger to at least abate all the issues I was having with the gallbladder in the meantime. I had to be on a special bland ass diet, and I'm like half Mexican, so when they're telling me what I could and could not eat, I was like, there's nothing in my house I can eat right now. So me and my dad, we went to 3 different stores, just walking up and down the aisles, trying to read all the packaging on everything that I thought I would like to find out what I could eat. And it was, I lost 13 pounds, but I looked like death. It was not a healthy weight loss, for sure. Um, Everybody's like, "Oh, cool, you lost 13 pounds." I'm like, no, no, I was dying. It was awful. That was not a healthy weight loss. So, anywho, so then I had this pain, and this pain was so bad. I vomited so violently. And by violently, I don't mean like projectile. I mean my entire core and abdomen crunched my entire body. And this part is TMI, but I did end up peeing at the same time. Thank God I was, already, I had a pad on because my period just finished. And I'm vomiting into the garbage can that's literally like right next to the bed. It was already there. Why are you biting me? Stinky boy. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. No, no. Say hello. Oh, he's in hunting mode. He wants to bugs. We have a couple of fruit flies and stink bugs in the house. Freaking hate stink bugs. So, anyways, so my poor hubby. Oh my God, when I'm in pain, I am the absolute devil, and I feel so bad. But he stayed up all night that night. He's still recovering from lack of sleep. That was 2 nights ago. Because I actually was able to get pain medications and I got some sleep. And it was deep sleep. Oh my God, that one moment where you're no longer in pain, especially when you already suffer from fibromyalgia and an immune disease, you're always in a state of pain. There is never not pain, which is not normal. So, me being in a state where I didn't feel a damn thing, it was fantastic. But not, because now I'm still recovering. So now I'm trying to keep my fluids up, because my hubby said keep your kidneys full, so that way whatever little bits are still left in there, you flush it all out. So I cut back on my coffee. Instead of having like 14-ounce cup, I'm having 10-ounce cup, because I still need the caffeine, or else I'm going to be worse devil. Because caffeine is addictive, let's face it. It's a drug. Um, and then I'm going to uptake my water. I'm trying to make sure I eat regularly. Um, and it's just also limit my salt. So that way the water doesn't get like absorbed and stays in me. It can be flushed out. Corporal, what are you doing? He's hunting. He really wants something. He's being a sneak. You see the bugs? Oh, I know what it is. The tag on his collar is reflective, and he's seeing the sun bounce off it on the ceiling. So he's seeing it fly around the ceiling, and that's what he's trying to catch. It's very funny. And also the phone case is reflective, so that's shining on the ceiling too. So anywho, so kidney stones, worst pain ever. That one actually made me vomit. I ended up in the ER. They did a CAT scan. There was no more kidney stone, but there was, blood in the calcium oxalate in my urine. So I must have passed the kidney stone when that last really bad stabbing pain hurt. And essentially, my kidney has just been throbbing since. So I'm able to manage it with ibuprofen. Thank God I haven't had to take anything stronger. So because of that, I feel like I've lost 2 days of my life. I still went to work. I just had to take it easy at work, sitting down and vocalizing more. Um, I did demonstrate some dancing, but that also aggravated my poor kidney. Because I'm assuming right now my kidney's bruised really bad because I'm immunosuppressed. I just bruise like a peach, so I'm assuming it's just bruised and it's going to hurt for a while. So that's my life right now. Exciting and painful all at the same time. So now I have to make a follow-up appointment with the PCP. And I got to see OBGYN because they found a cyst also. And that's a whole other situation. I'll tell you more about that at a later time. But anyways, I'm going to end it now. Bye, guys.